very interesting and informative second hour, and I welcome, by all means, the National Service Coordinator under the Ministry of Youth and Youth Development and National Service, Gashel Gilks-Edwards. I'm so happy that you're here with me this morning to give details concerning this IMAP program. People always talk about, well, what are really there for the youths that are not programs? There are programs. It's just for people to get the information and to know what's going on and to really put themselves in a gear so that they can register and enlighten and empower themselves. So I'm happy that you're here to share with us. We'll take our time through it this morning and get the information out. Welcome.
Thank you for having me, Jason.
Always a pleasure. Tell me about this IMAP program. It's the Industrial Mechanical Apprenticeship Program.
Yes. So before I start talking about the IMAP program, I want to speak about the ministry.
Yeah.
Because you made a very salient point by indicating that persons are saying that there's nothing there for youth. The Ministry of Youth Development and National Service was established in 2020. And this ministry has a core mandate to advance youth opportunities, to provide a supporting entrepreneurial environment for young persons, and to promote national service. And this is stemming from our Vision 2030 overarching plan, our UN SDGs, and our national youth policy that has 8 pillars. Now, prior to 2020, a young person would have been considered anyone between the ages of 15 to 29. But we made a decision to go younger. So we are now taking youth from 10 years. You're considered a youth from 10 years of age. And now we are supporting young persons all the way up to 35 years. So you just missed it, Jason.
Well, listen, I missed it by a good bit, by a decade. Trust me, I'm a hardback. I'm officially, folks, a hardback. All inside there too, Sheldon, all is hardback. All don't know you. Probably have over two youth in the building. But yes, because I've been part of some of the projects as master of ceremonies, and even what they're doing at NETCO and across the board, to me, great opportunities in place. But I'm happy you're here doing the media blitz, and your colleagues are across the expanse of the media outlets in Trinidad to get the information out, because I think that is what's required.
Certainly. So in national service specifically, we are ensuring that our young persons become good citizens. Because it is not only what my country can do for me, but also what I can do for country. And we are providing young persons, which are actually 550,000 in nature, we are providing them with opportunities to really, give back to country, as they are receiving many of these programs are on the feet of persons who would have given back prior to them.
Fantastic.
So in this whole entire ecosystem, we are making it sustainable. So when you get your training, we are now providing you with opportunities to contribute to society and to contribute in a positive way. So IMAP, as you asked, so IMAP speaks to the Industrial Mechanical Apprenticeship Program. And this program is going to provide young persons with the technical skills to contribute to our energy sector.
So what's the application process for this? You've been able to pique someone's interest. The question now is, hey, how am I going to take part? How can I apply?
Well, first and foremost, today is the deadline. So you need, when I give you the information, you need to get on our website immediately, which is www.mydns.gov.tt, and you need to apply for this particular program, specifically for communities in the southern area, because it's listed there. The program is actually being delivered in Santa Flora, because this program is in collaboration with the Heritage Petroleum Company Limited.
Okay.
And this is going to afford those young persons, as I said, with the necessary skills to get in, to remove all the barriers to entry. So they will get their certification, which is actually being delivered by MIC, Institute of Technology, and they will receive their certification so that they can get into the energy sector, whether for improving their employability skills or even their entrepreneurial skills, if they wish to become businessmen and businesswomen in the energy sector.
Any immediate requirements when you apply?
So I'm happy that you asked that question, because my Minister Foster Cummings, has been very adamant that we do not put too many hindrances for young persons who have the interest. So for many of our programs across the board, the first thing we look at is a keen interest in that particular area. And you have an opportunity to demonstrate such when you're applying on the website, as I indicated. But we want persons, as I said, within the age range 18 to 35. We want you to be a national of Trinidad and Tobago. We want you to have a good certificate of character, so you'll provide your receipt. And if you have your O-levels or your CSEC passes and you have some sort of TVET certification in that field, please provide us with the information, and the evaluation committee would do the needful to ensure that we select the best cohort for the first option. We have two options. The first option begins in March, and the second option begins in November. Two different course offerings.
Fantastic. What's the duration, the length of the program?
Nice. So we have two components. Component one, which is our training component, is 6 months in duration. As I said, it's going to be delivered by MIC IT. And our second component is the apprenticeship component, which makes this particular program so interesting, and it's 9 months in duration.
So this is all classroom business, or we taking folks, these young people, on the field to get a taste?
Thank you very much for asking that question, Jason, because this particular program, the Industrial Apprenticeship Program, has a suite of initiatives under it that is going to ensure that we get those young persons into the workplace. So after they receive their accredited certification, we are giving them an opportunity to partner with various organizations, stakeholders, which we have engaged, so that they can get hands-on experience. Because many times, when you come out with your certification, the employers are asking you, how many years of experience do you have? Yes, or do you have any experience at all? So we are ensuring that they do have hours on the clock, actual practical experience in these areas of expertise that they are going to be certified in, to ensure that when they get out there, they know what they're doing theoretically and practically. So
Santa Flora, I mean, I'm from Erin, so I'm familiar with the space. I know exactly where you're talking about in terms of where you're going to utilize for the classes. So I would imagine folks looking on from south, this would be right up your alley, but if somebody from north, I guess they'll have to make the trot. And making the trot will also be accommodated, because we are ensuring that in all of our programs, we give participants and persons of interest that opportunity to receive a stipend, because we understand that young persons, coming to that
young persons, need that additional support. We try to holistically craft these programs to give them all that is required. So they are going to receive a stipend. The participants, based on attendance, of $100 per day, which is going to cover their transportation and probably purchase a small meal, because the classes are full-time.
Yeah, it's full-time. And
it's full-time.
So you said it's, when you say full-time, we're talking here like 8 to 2:30, 8 to 4, what's...
So we're asking persons to set aside 8 to 4, Monday to Friday.
Okay.
Because it's a serious work.
That's serious business,
It's serious business.
It's full-time. It could basically say the job start. This is just really your foot in the door, basically. My goodness.
Removing all of the barriers to entry and really preparing them. And I'm happy it's at the job start, because even if it is employability skills or entrepreneurial skills, we are preparing you, because as an entrepreneur, there's no 8 to 4, it is 24 hours.
You're always on the clock, right?
Always on the clock,
So today you're saying the final day, no plans to extend?
So our cohorts, so we start, the first option starts on the 12th of March.
That's just now?
Yes, and I would be honest, all of our programs are highly subscribed. Persons, they are on it, they're on our website, on our social media, they're calling the ministry, they are well in tune, they're visiting our caravans. So when the information drops, they get on that site. And another thing I forgot to mention, we partnered with NALIS to ensure that there's no digital divide. So anywhere that you are located, we have 23 or 27 libraries throughout Trinidad and Tobago. You can walk in and say that I am here to register for a Ministry of Youth Development and National Service Program, and the staff at those public libraries would give you the assistance in copying and uploading all your documentation.
Great. So even if, let's say, you might have an issue with device at home, you could go to the library, and they have been given instructions, no run around. They've been mandated to help out.
Certainly.
Fantastic.
Yes. And we always encourage our young persons to come to the ministry on Tragway Road, walk in, say, I'm here to apply, I would like to get information. Our staff are willing, ready, and able to really assess young persons, not only for IMAP, but all of our programs.
Again, before we wrap things up, Gashel, just remind me of, and those looking on, where they can register and get the ball rolling.
So, thank you. So, I want all of our young persons to definitely come to the Ministry of Youth Development and National Service, which is situated at number 2 Tragweed Road, St. Clair, or visit any of your public libraries, or go on your personal devices and go to www.mydns.gov.tt, and you're going to see the Industrial Mechanical Apprenticeship Program. You're also going to see many other programs that you can apply for. Today is your deadline. Once you are between the ages of 18 to 35, you have an interest, a keen interest in this area, and you are from one of the communities that we would have identified on the brochure that is situated on our website. We definitely want you to apply, submit your application. I wish all of you the best of luck. We have 2 cohorts. One is starting in March and the other is starting in November. We thank Heritage so much for this opportunity to partner with them, because that is also a form of national service. Corporate entities getting on board to give youth the opportunity to really develop themselves.
You know, I can feel your passion. I know that this particular program was built with purpose, and I trust all the young people looking on. Again, remember youth, 18, well, you said from around 10.
From 10.
But for this particular program, we're looking at folks from 18 to about 35. Get involved, be part of it, the IMA program. Ms. Gilks Edwards, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yes.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Great stuff. We continue. We take a pause and we come back. Much more as we work our